Alright, good morning. I'm going to do a little bit of farming. I need to try and get a shield with cold damage on it. Um, I'd also like it to have fizz res on it. Cold damage and fizz res would be a great shield for me. DA would also be nice. Also, I need to check Sorrow's Bastion and see if I've unlocked the tomb. Because there's another MI. There's a cold version of an MI for this build that comes from. Okay, so it seems I have. Is this Sacred Ashes or is this? Okay, no. Okay, so I have unlocked the Sacred Ashes area. Cool. Because that is the area I need to go to. Off my bar. Like, I'm not sure what I want to use for my metal. Like, this metal can be really good. But the other option of a metal has more base damage, I believe, and fizz res. So that's the one thing I'm looking at is like, how much fizz res am I going to have? But I also want to know how much cold damage I'm going to have. I'd like to have at least 2,300 cold damage. 2,300 cold damage. Because under 2,300 is pretty small. Um, so that's the big worry right now. Oh, is that I just ran right up on that without looking. Give me a rock, please. Come on, Phoenix. Thank you. Oh shit! That was a big crit. Let's run away for a second. Oh my god. Oh my god. No thank you. I should have checked the mutator. The mutator was probably what was good. It was probably a crit damage mutator. Okay. Let's start over. Back to here, and then back to the sacred place. Iron Maiden can be frustrating, dude. Not sitting on a, what's it called? Hurts against Iron Maiden. Not sitting on an Inquisitor Seal. I would have probably been better off just, like, face tanking her than running away. And if I was prepared for her, that would also have been a different story. Still, I'm happy I reached 10,000 points. That was my original goal. Especially since NaNoWriMo starts in a week. Next Tuesday. And that entire month will be devoted to writing my zombie Walking Dead story. Or Avatar Walking Dead story. This gives like 4,000 lightning damage, almost. Yep, she's back. She's coming. I thought she'd come. Oh, she's just running with me. She's gonna meet me at the bridge. Cool. Make sure my cooldowns are up. Okay, I got my Phoenix up. Here. Get Phoenix back up. Hello, Phoenix. Phoenix, thank you. Yeah, it's definitely better just to face tank her. With my build, at least. Because of my lack of fizz res and like just flat damage reduction is the best thing for me. It's next round. Might as well kill this boss while I'm in here. Just for the chance to get... Oh god. There's a big initial hit. This is the boss I need to farm. So that makes the ceiling fall if I remember correctly. Resistant of Tormented Souls. Is that any good? Might be. My build is going to have resistance issues, so if it's got the right resistances, it might be pretty good. Like, it's going to have resistance issues and a few DA issues, depending on which rings and stuff I use. Kaiman's Warrant. Here it is. Fire Lightning. Bah. Yeah. 1500 additional flat damage. And, like, this is really necessary if I use this shield, because this shield will make my Dawn Tempest 50%. Like, it'll be like lightning is cold, aether is cold, fire is 50% cold, 50% lightning. But if I use this one, it'll be lightning cold, aether cold, fire like 2/3 cold, 1/3 light. Oh, sorry. So this will help a lot. I think it has natural OA on it as well, which is also helpful for the build. And it gives +3 to Dawn's Tempest. +3 to Dawn's Tempest is basically free thing, like a free stat points. But +3 to Inquisitor's Seal is nice. I also probably need to put more points into Nullification to increase that. But maybe like 2 less points here. Like 1% less casting speed is probably fine. And then all that extra points into here. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Let's reset, do it one more time at least. Do some more SR in a little bit. It is early. Hey Momo. Hey Momo. Hey Momo. You want to sit on the heating pad with Daddy's feet? Don't sit on top of Daddy's feet. Supercharged. That's a lightning one. No. What is supercharged? It does give lightning. Must be the casting speed. I want like glacial. Like glacial plus anything on a shield would be great. Same thing for the weapon. Like glacial plus anything on the weapon would be really good. The problem with farming this MI is it takes forever to get to this boss. It's like farming Golas rings. While they are amazing, it takes forever and ever and ever to get to them. She's here again? Jesus. What is the mutator? -6 LRS. That's fine. Sorry about that. I can't skirt her, can I? No, she'll definitely aggro me. So stupid. Back to this. She's just way too tanky. I'm gonna constantly fight. Right? It's rude. Make another coffee. Be right back. So, after a week of not going to the gym, I finally went back to the gym yesterday morning, which was totally a mistake. Actually, about 2 weeks because I've been sick this entire time. And yeah, I felt like shit afterwards. Was coughing my head off. It was not a fun experience. Decaying of piercing darkness. Phantasmal blades. Is that attack speed or cast speed? It's casting speed, I guess. That's not bad then. But if I'm doing Phantasmal blades, I'm not using this MI. I'm using the new set, which I do plan on doing, but so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Aggressive or prowess? Prowess is cunning. This shield is not bad. Like it's a defensive. It's a good one for defensives, but just meh. Like I said, this basically gives baseline 200% damage and 6% phys res, as well as gives a minus 20% attack speed debuff to Aura of Censure. Blades? Oh, percent con. I know, Shrewd is percent conning. Blades is the health? Yeah. Health, armor, pierce resistance. Okay, that's not bad then. Okay. Keep on farming. We'll do one more run and then we'll do some Shattered Realm. Like the other thing about getting keeping this shield, along with the Harrow set, that will give me a total of what's it called? It will give me a 15% chance to stun, as well as like a 20% chance to freeze on Kalidor's Tempest. So Kalidor's Tempest will just basically have a lot of base CC with it. So it won't really matter as much of what kind of defenses, like a CC resistances most mobs have when doing things like boundless dungeons, or it won't help for bosses, of course, but for like regular mobs. Oh, I'm gonna listen to a football thing for now. Most people who watch Grim Dawn stuff probably have no care about football. Oh my god, am I trapped? Oh no. Oh no. Really? Uh, that sucks. The advantage and downside of Leap. You can just fall into stuff. Hey, good. Would you come sit on the heat pad now? Preserving of renewal. Yeah.
explosive play that gets them in field goal range, they're going to win the ball. That's how I feel with Florida right now because of the lack of identity. But I also feel like in those maybe mediocre numbers, they're finding points regardless because Anthony Richardson is going to bust off an 81-yard run like he did against LSU. LSU, those numbers, those offensive numbers weren't great. They still managed 35 points. So, Josh, this is still like a situation where Georgia's defense is good. I don't think they're a league plus like they've been. Florida's still going to scrape together some points in this game. It's not going to be, they're not going to, Georgia's not going to set off, which means Georgia's going to need to score decently. I think that's fair, and it has a lot to do with Anthony Richardson as a quarterback. I mean, he's a very, very high ceiling guy. He can make any throw on the field. The problem is he often won't. And from an athleticism standpoint, he's the most athletic quarterback in the country. One of the most athletic quarterbacks in the last 5 to 10 years. But his limitations in the passing game, both from a standpoint of understanding the offense, as well as just mechanical consistency, really hold that offense back. Because teams can afford to let Anthony Richardson take shots on single coverage, knowing more often than not he's probably going to miss something. And that just changes the way you play them. But by the same token, if you play that style, that's kind of why I think they put up points the way they do. Because teams play them and go, you know what? He may hit one or two over the course of the game. He may hit a big run, but it's going to be 2 to 3 hits. What I find interesting with offense,
Torrance.
there are a couple of big positives. One is since the Kentucky game, they have had at least 6.5 yards per play.
Aggressive is the 4% OA.
6.5 yards per play.
Torrance gives me OA. Shield block chance. An Aether res? Oh, and flat lightning damage. Meh. It's okay.
Some of those games, State Missouri game where they were fantastic, but they were still moving the ball. Florida has been at least that good every game. And I don't think Florida's seen on the same tier and then also from this is the first top, what are they like, top 45, top 50 scoring offense nationally in terms of points scored versus P5 competition. Florida's 40. Between LSU and Arkansas, they've been scoring something that's worth noting. Georgia has not played any of the teams that are in the top half of the SEC in scoring offenses competition. What they have played is number 9 number 12 in Arkansas, number 13 in the conference, Missouri, number 14 in the conference, Vanderbilt, the 3 worst teams in the conference, and South Carolina. So I think there's probably the best. I'll note that number 1 is scoring offense. Interestingly, Alabama's only a full goal. Still, they lost 14. They don't know. They can put some points on the board. The issue for me, Josh, is do you think Tennessee has a good offense, a good defense? Tennessee's defense is ranked 49th. Florida's 4 scoring game rushing defense 98, passing defense 80. Just off that. It doesn't feel that bad. Like, I know their defense is bad, and I know they've been beat up. I think sometimes people don't understand stuff like that's something about saying yards per but 80 this is efficiency play offense. Defensively, they're about to play offense that is an efficiency monster. So Vegas has got to see. A lot of this is 17. It's not all that far off. And I know you say it's 5 points. Pretty bad. 109% of opponent rushing averages allowed, 101% of opponent passing averages. Those numbers compare to some of those like Ole Miss teams that were really bad a couple years ago defensively. Now we saw those get into like 120% range, but the better bad Ole Miss defenses were in this realm, and that's kind of where you are. It's usually a reflection of just general complete lack of talent, frankly, lack of speed, athleticism. People will start to complain about tackling, complain about speed. You have guys that can get tackled because they're slower and slower than guys in the other team. You see the numbers like this, that's usually what this means, unless you're just completely extrapolating. And I don't know the fourth quite that way, or a reflection of recruiting as compares. I think it's interesting that Georgia is better than one. 80% rushing averages, 70% passing averages. That passing is actually, a little bit worse than like Ohio State, Michigan. It's a lot worse than Alabama right now. And that is a good number, low 80s, but those this is like 3, 4 tiers different as a rush defense. So they're good enough to slow you down, but maybe not good enough to really stop a high level rush offense. And they're not good enough to really keep even an average running team. And it's those matchups that they kind of keep Florida being totally run away from this model.
If you watch college football, definitely subscribe to College Football Nerds.
They skip run the pass about 3. Georgia defense actually almost to the same. It's a little bit because it works.
Who's that? Iron Maiden's out here? I'm not fucking with that.
But if Florida scored, they scored 60 points. You want to know where our model has to score about 60 points? It's because this is pretty close to the Kentucky result and way off anything else he said. Georgia offensively, 7 from 70. That would be the ball. This pass, 48-7 had about 550 yards of offense. They've been receiving yards. 7 6. has such a methodical drive. Georgia tends to play short games. And then once the game is ready, this is probably like 45 to 25 result, getting closer to the spread. I think the reason our model has this a little tighter is it just thinks basically this game's going to be a little bit shorter, and that compresses the it's kind of wild that we're this far into the season and these two teams only have one common. And how it is. I think out of that, I think we're selling that Georgia fans which they couldn't do last year against Georgia. They got a chance to be respectful, but I'm not picking Florida to win this one. I think Georgia's going to win it. Not 22 to Georgia. Had major issues trying to deal with Georgia State. Georgia, like Alabama, runs a very complicated constant mixes of zone and man coverage. I always hate when you see people talk about something like this because it almost tells me that they understand how these defenses work. Yeah, they do run the strength of them, but defense is usually switch
Harmonious frostbite. Wait, wait, wait.
quarterback really struggle. And so I think that's going to really probably again give Anthony Richardson fits combined with the fact that Georgia has a lot more.
That's good. That's really good. Percent health, percent energy, energy regeneration. Poison, which is what I'm gonna need. Like poison and chaos are things I'm gonna be pretty short on. Or yeah, an elemental res. So this is actually really good. Wow, that's actually really good. And a frostbite gives it 166% cold damage. The other metal basically gives 190% cold damage and 4% fizz res. This gives 166% plus 6% health and 1500 cold damage to Calidor's Tempest, as well as 20% more cold damage versus lightning damage. I mean, of course, it turns a third of Inquisitor's Seal's damage into fire damage, or into aether damage. But fire or aether, it doesn't really matter for this build. But it does give 3 more points into Inquisitor's Seal, which is like another 40 or another 70 or something. What's it called? 70 flat absorb, which is actually huge. On top of the fizz res this build's gonna have. That's the one reason why I'm kind of debating on the 4% fizz res, because if I get a decent shield, I should be at 50% fizz res. I should be at about 50% fizz res for this. And 50% fizz res is quite a lot. Because with 50% fizz res, I should be able to pretty much tank most things with the amount of flat absorb I have. Gut Smasher, not a useful weapon. Alright, let's go one more time. Basically, I want to go until the end of this video, and then I'll do some. They swapped the logos. Lightning damage, energy regeneration, elemental res. Nah, that's not very good. Impassable of protection. This is just wow. Defensive ability, fizz res. Okay, I'm gonna do one last run here. And then we're gonna farm some SR for legendaries to shard. Like, we're gonna be sharding legendaries and doing, what's it called? I probably should run some Tomb of the Heretic, honestly, because they have a pretty good chance to drop the Celestial Lotus there. It might honestly be faster. But if I run Tomb of the Heretic, I'd rather just start doing the Boundless Dungeons, but I don't want to do Boundless Dungeons with this current version of the build. It's not really tanky enough. And Boundless 5 should be fine, but basically the Iron Maiden is a good example of how not tanky this build is right now. And but once I get to 50% fizz res, it'll be huge tanky, like super tanky. It's like 50% fizz res plus all the flat damage absorb plus the percent damage absorb. Lifesteal is not such a big thing, but the lifesteal will be nice. I'll have damage reduction. Oh god. I just ran right past Iron Maiden. Did not realize it. Like before, I'm not paying attention. So it nearly got me killed before. Wait, did the totem not spawn? Yeah. First time I've not seen the totem spawn in here. Oh, ay, ay, ay. I'm tired. I woke up at like 2 o'clock this morning. And because of the bed situation, could not go back to sleep. So, it'll be fun day for, especially this Thursday's my exercise. Can you open anything, please? I wish this would just stay open. Like, you open it once, just stay the hell open. Totems down here? Why? Do it, because totems are possible blueprints. And that dynamite chest is like almost always there every time I come in this area, which is not very often, but I'm slow, that's why I'm moving so slow. Hello. Hey Momo, you jealous because Gugu's got the hot seat? You just gonna sit on my feet, huh? I've got 2 cats on my feet right now. The kitten who usually sits on the hot seat is jealous because the older cat's sitting in the hot seat right now. Oh, I can't come across here. Oh, that's rude. It means I gotta go all the way around. Oh no, I go this way. There's 2. Neither of them gave me anything. Really good. What did I get? I hear. Resistant of the winter storm. What resistance? Ah, fire lightning. Man. Winter storm gives the ice spike chance on attack, which is actually pretty nice. Basically, it procs every 1.5 seconds to give some distance. It gives a little bit of OA. Elemental res. Actually, I'll have a lot of cold res, so that might actually be pretty solid. That might actually be a pretty good choice. I'll keep that in mind. Because I'll have cold res because I'll be specking into cold devotions, which gives me cold res naturally. So getting fire lightning on this is essentially giving me 70% elemental res. So this is 90% ele res on one item. So I don't really need ele res on anything else if I have this. Plus, Inquisitor Seal gives me another like 40% ele res on top of all my other ele res. So that's nice. I still think the Harmonious one's better. Whatever that went to. Alright, let's go back to Devil's Crossing and dynamite some of these legendaries, because you can't dynamite in Shattered Realm map, unfortunately. Legendaries that suck. I don't want to get rid of pants or anything, so you never know if I want to play a build that requires a certain thing. Codex of Rifts. This is the Doombolt one. Judgment, Chaos Judgment. I'm not doing that. Ghoul's Reach, keeping that. Vitality, Oathkeeper, Necromancer. Nah. Gut Smasher. Goodbye. Earth Shatter Treads. Probably keeping those. Okay. That's fine. No. You are not going to do that. Go the hell around. The kitten went to the door to basically get attention. Tough of Vitality. Oh, tough is the armor? Meh. Okay. Wait. Yeah. Okay, you go here. Keep Kylan's badges just because. What if I want to swap back? No. I want Fizzres on the shield. What, Momo? Jealous bullet. This one seems like it's going to be the best of the group. Resistant to the Winter Storm, or Preserving of Renewal seems like nah. Harmonious of Frostbite, this one. And I'm definitely going to do some more of the farming, but alright, let's make a level 12 stone. Or level 10 stone. We'll go for level 10. And what else? Yes, kitten. Okay. Alright, thanks for watching. We're going to do Shadow Realm next.